We have found that there is Watergate, Billygate, Iran-Gate, Monica-Gate, Trooper-Gate, and of course there's the Wiener-Gate, Nipple-Gate, we all remember the Super Bowl show, NANNY-GATE, Travel-Gate, and recently we had Pizza-Gate. There's so many gates in Washington. And it kind of makes sense. I mean, if we're a swamp, then maybe there's lots of gates, or water gates. It's a swampy word, if you think about it. Let me just grab a pen, a good pen. Not that one. Well, welcome to another nerdy edition of Punchlines. We're going to do a little bit of history about this word gate that seems to get stuck to all sorts of things political, as in Watergate, the mother of all gates. And now we seem to be dealing with something called
Obamagate.
It turns out that this is actually something that came ironically from one of Nixon's speechwriters too. So post-Watergate, William Safire decided that he was going to start to stick that suffix on all sorts of other things, kind of to diminish how big a deal Watergate was. If you look it up in Wikipedia, they kind of define gate as a suffix used to embellish a noun or name to suggest the existence of far-reaching scandal, particularly in politics and government. And so a scandal, if you look it up in the dictionary, is an action or event regarded as morally and legally wrong and causing general public outrage. So Trump, when asked to actually name the crimes that he's accusing the Obama administration of committing, basically dodges the question.
Some terrible things happened, and it should never be allowed to happen in our country again.
And what is the crime exactly that you're accusing him of?
You know what the crime is. The crime is very obvious to everybody. All you have to do is read the newspapers, except yours.
It occurred to me as I was looking at the many, many gates that we could plot this on a chart. We could actually create something, the Watergate scale. Okay, moving to the chalkboard here, we're going to apply some political science to this question about the gates and when something actually deserves to be a gate. This is legal consequences on that axis, and then the amount of skullduggery on this axis. So if you consider Watergate, there were 69 indictments, 48 convictions, and 1 presidential resignation. So if we were to graph this on the Watergate scale, it would go all the way to the top. If we then consider Iran-Contra-Gate that happened during the Reagan terms, there were 14 indictments, 11 convictions, but no one went to jail thanks to the pardons from Reagan. Then we have Monica-Gate, where Bill Clinton was caught lying under oath. And this is a weird one to graph because there were no real indictments or convictions, but he was disbarred. And he was impeached by the House, but acquitted by the Senate. So I think that Monica-Gate kind of goes sort of like this. A little blip or something. Russiagate, the Bob Mueller investigation. So on the Watergate scale, I think that definitely begins to creep up toward Nixon level. See how scientific this is? Now we're down to this new thing, Obamagate. And basically the only thing I could find that would qualify in terms of legal consequences was the FBI IG did ding the Bureau for inaccuracies and omissions in FISA warrants. On this scale, I think we're down. We'd have to put Obamagate somewhere down like that. And I would propose that all political scientists and all political pundits have to not use the suffix gate on anything that doesn't rise above this line. Otherwise, if we overuse the suffix gate, it will soon begin to mean nothing.